Hey guys, um, there's a topic that we want to talk about on religion. This is a topic that I've been struggling with, within my own family and my relatives and that sort of thing. And it's been a topic that I've talked about with my relatives too. And because I'm from an Islamic background, so I don't agree to everything, which I've mentioned in my previous videos. It's just that I have my own views. I know my own beliefs. I'm an open-minded person, so I'm not strictly following the religion itself, because there are some things I disagree with it, and some things I don't really entirely follow. Um, um, yeah. So one of the things we want to talk about is women in Saudi Arabia and how they may be treated, and how not maybe how they are treated, um, and there's a lot of misconceptions. A lot of people um, regarding to Islam. They talk about um, women have like um, domestic violence, get treated badly. They don't have enough. They being oppressed as well. Um, I think that they are not. They have their own will to do what they need to do and what they want to follow. In the Quran, it doesn't really state that. That women are oppressed and all that sort of thing, and men must beat them. It's not like that at all. It's all really um, strictly laid out what there is on women and that sort of thing. But then, if the Quran doesn't say it, then why in a country like Saudi Arabia have strict laws about women, about they can't do certain things? And like for one, women can't drive. Women can't drive by themselves. They need to be with a man next to them, or need to be there in some way or form. You can't drive by yourself, which is completely outrageously stupid. Because in the Western countries, you've got freely got women to do what they want to do, what they want to wear, that sort of things, which is quite liberating and that sort of stuff. But in Saudi Arabia, there's things like where women can't even choose the man they need to marry. They've got like they need a guardian or parent to advise them what they need, or what sort of man they need, which is completely outrageous. It's all backwards thinking while I'm saying this, as well as women have no freedom to travel or get a passport, and I'm like, we that's just it's just restricting on women and that sort of thing, and just like,
Yeah, and why though? Like,
yeah.
really, why can't they do those things? If they can do those things freely in Australia, why can't they do it in like other countries like this as well? Because that's just kind of ludicrous.
Yeah, it is. And because I feel like you're restricting a woman who needs to travel or wants to do something, independently, and they can't even be independent in an Islamic country. Then I don't get why they're putting so many laws out there on women, when women are much more better than men, in my personal opinion, and they carry so much burden that we don't. And yet again, you're putting more burdens onto them, restricting them in certain things to allow them to do something in their life, or to enjoy their life, or to do the career that they want to do and allows them to travel, and they can't because of that law, which is completely outrageous. Um, I don't know why they do this. Maybe it's extremism. Maybe it's part of the Islamic culture to be women to be obedient, something like that. But I've been in that culture, and for the reasons I've known is that women are mostly um, they're separated from men in social gatherings, and to me that is completely weird because women then men don't even then men don't even learn how to interact with women, and that's such a huge problem. I mean, if you're going to separate men and women, then what about in workplaces in Australia? um, like you're working with um, mixed uh, genders, right? You got males and females and others. I'm not going to mention, um, but not to offend anyone. But yeah. So so if you can work in a mixed environment in Australia, then why in houses or in Muslim gatherings, it's treated differently. Like it doesn't really make sense. Like you can do from your house, but in public it's different. Like what do you think of that?
Shaking my head, really. That's, yeah, I don't know what to say, really.
Yeah,
Speechless.
yeah, because this is what I have to deal with. Like um, there are things that follow, right? There are Muslim rules you follow, and then when you go in public areas or in the Western country, which we here in Australia, um, and it's different. You know, it's like you're double sided, or like you, what the hell? What's going on? It's like it just doesn't make any sense because you're going to um, interact with the opposite sex either way. So so in your homes you have to separate the two genders because it's awkward and it's against the rules. I'm just like, right here, it doesn't make any sense to me. In my personal opinion, if I had my own home, I wouldn't have those rules. Oh, it would be mixed. Family, relatives or not, I would have it mixed. It's just better that way. This because it's just discrimination. You're discriminating the opposite sex because you may be attracted by each other or something like that, which is like it happens anywhere, even if you go in public places. It's something that it's human to feel and to have that sort of feelings. The only problem is if you act upon those feelings and then it's like, yeah, what the hell are you doing? Basically. Um, then also domestic violence as well. In Saudi Arabia, there have been reported cases of domestic violence, and women have no say what to do. They and actually in Saudi Arabia, it is a criminal act. It's a criminal act to have domestic violence in your home, but nothing is done upon it, and yeah, it's kind of stupid. It's like you have the law stated there, but you don't really follow it. So what's going on there? Um, yeah, I've domestic violence. It's a thing that it's wrong, and it shouldn't be really done. And I've known families that have been part of domestic violence. I've been part of it as well. I'm not going to go in details in that, but yeah, that's been part of my life that I've experienced, and it happens in a lot of Islamic families. people deny it. People say, it's nothing like that, but it is. In actual fact, it happens. There's just a lot of extremists in Islam. It just is. But not saying that there's all bad in Islam. There's a lot of good in Islam. There's a lot of good people. It's all part of your people's interpretation. Yes, interpretation.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, thanks. Interpretation of the religion and how they follow it and how they think it reflects on them and how they follow the rules, that sort of thing. And that interpretation can mess up with a lot of people. And that's why there's extremists. That's why there are Taliban in the Middle East. And they fight for their religion. They do suicide bombing, that sort of thing. But it's nothing like that. In Islam, it's about peace, love, and unity. And it's just people's interpretation of the religion can get out of hand and can go extreme, and things that also I think Islam is not the best religion. No religion is the best religion, in my personal opinion. All religions have their flaws. No one is better than the other. They all have similarities, and if I had a choice to be not in religion, I really would, because it causes a lot of conflicts with families, and it's just a lot of drama to have, and that's just I want to have. I don't, because it affects myself, it affects the world, it affects countries upon war and religion and that sort of thing, and it's pathetic. I reckon it's primitive how religion are. But I've been brought up into this culture and I've born into it, and I love Islam, really I do, even though you think you might not. But I really do. It's a very beautiful religion. It has its pros and cons. That's all I'm going to say. You got anything to mention? Or anything that I said?
Yeah, I think when you mentioned the pros and cons thing, I think like most religions or beliefs would have like their pros and cons. Like a lot of subjects in general is like, not only you've mentioned pros and cons, but like many YouTube videos, even not on this channel, but like on other subject matters, like have their pros and cons. There's just lots of different situations in life has like its pros and cons, not just religions, but like work. Yeah, many different things have like pros and cons as well. And yeah, not only Islamic religion probably has its pros and cons, probably like Christianity or Catholicism or whatever it's called, it probably has a lot of its like pros and cons as well.
Yeah. Also, you don't believe in religion, do you? So what do you think about that? What do you think of religion altogether?
I'm not that religious, but there may be a God, maybe, but I'm not gonna be like, yes, there is one or there isn't. But I don't know. I don't know. I've always felt comfortable to not attend a church or to follow or read a Bible or have a day of like where I celebrate religion. I've never been like baptized or anything like that. I'm not going to start now. I do respect that religions exist though, and people who choose to follow the religion they want to can, whether it be like Tauzi's religion, like Islamic, or being a Muslim, or being Catholic, or any other religions. Live and let live. Let the person choose the faith they want to believe in.
Be happy with it.
Yeah, be happy with it, and yeah, that's basically it. Really, just do what you feel comfortable doing, whether you want to following a religion or not, or yeah, it's up to you as your personal preference. I'm not going to go to your house and knock on your door and say, here's the Bible, you must read it, or
yeah, what about that?
Or anything like that.
Yeah, because the thing is, in Islam, there are people who have a complete, positive um, positive picture of it all. Like everything is all great, you know. If you convert, your all your sins are gone, and you go to heaven, something like that. It's not 100% correct what I'm saying, but it's something like that. Um, and yeah, it's just like, what is it you're trying to do? You're trying to like force people to convert? Are you trying to like say the religion is great because you have no sins because you're a newly converted person? Like, what? Like, it's supposed to come within yourself, you know. It's supposed to come within your heart and your inner desire to believe in the religion, not just because there's some benefits and bonuses that you might think is awesome to do, or something that you think that might help you, or something like that, and you get like a free pass of it all. It's not supposed to be like that, but that's how it is with some people in religion, and especially in Islam. And but what about like extremists who try to convert you, or have you met anyone like that who tried to convert you?
Not that I can recall being converted. I know a lot of like other religions that aren't like Islamic try and convert like other white people or foreigners, or other cultures, like, or other religions. Like, I feel like even specifically, like, even going off tangent, like even religion like the Jehovah Witness religion, they tend to really try and force people to become like join their religion or come to their meetings. And I feel like those were maybe like the Jehovah Witnesses or the Mormon religion, like the Church of the Latter-day Saints. Like, I feel like those two specifically like really target people to join their religion. I'm not sure so much about other Christianities, though. I haven't really experienced a whole lot of people trying to force you to become part of their religion or anything like that.
Yeah, because yeah, I've been met with a religious Christian who I was. Oh, this is quite a long way. This is like possibly 10 years ago. Um, in Gungala Marketplace, which is in the north side of Canberra. Um, yeah, I was there in the middle of the marketplace, right? And the guy was just like promoting certain things. He was promoting to go into the church, basically. And then he just forced me. He's just like, it was so uncomfortable. I was like, I'm a Muslim, you know. He's like, yeah, okay, you can come in the church and, you know, convert me, or basically like that. That's what he was trying to intend for me to do. And wow, it was offensive, man. Like, you know what religion I'm coming from. Why are you forcing me to do this sort of thing? It's like, what the hell? I hate people like that. It's like, that's wrong.
It's very intrusive as well.
Yeah. And religions, I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and watched a lot of discussions. You guys might also watch our the gays and lesbians being accepted to the religion, and it should. We have a video on that if you want to watch that. Go to our channel page and it should be there, about homosexuality, not being accepted into religion, that sort of thing. And yeah, it's like they're not, and it's a thing that religion is not accepting because it's against all of that, and I disagree with it. I think that there's a lot of homosexuality people around the country that I live in, and pretty much the world. So how come you're being so strict towards it? And they're being very strict towards it, and they're not allowing these kind of people. What if they want to believe in the religion? So it's like they're completely disregarding homosexuality and just like that's not a thing, and you know it's disregarding it at all. And I think it should be looked into it more because people are feeling this kind of way. So I think it's a natural human thing to have those kind of feelings, even if it's just a feeling or if it's actual a true feeling and you've been born with that from since your childhood, since you had any feelings towards the same sex or not. Yeah, it comes from that, and I've heard and listened to a lot of their stories, and I feel very empathetic about what they're going through and what people are not accepting, especially religions, and especially if they are gay or lesbian, and they don't then even they want to follow the religion. Why not let them be who they want to be, but follow the religion. It doesn't, you know, it's because this is something that's changing in the world. And if you're gonna cut them all out, you're being negative about it all. You're not understanding the actual fact with people and human emotions and how you can be attracted with the same sex, and that can come onto a lot of people. So I'm sure there's reason. I'm sure maybe in the future it might become a possibility, but for now, I'm not really know if it will become that possibility. But religions don't. Religions make you follow a strict guide of lines of rules, and you have to follow it and that sort of thing. And they don't allow you to think out of the box. You know, they always put you inside the box. How are you going to innovate and change the world if you're going to be inside a little box where all these rules being made from all this time ago, and you're going to make people think like that, and people are not going to think for themselves. You know, they're going to be told what to do. Is this what people need to be? Is it what they need to be? To be told what to need to be, what they need to follow, or what they need to be like, so you can enter heaven. This kind of things. We can understand the fact, for me, that I know personally that all humans are sinners. That right, you're gonna sin one way or another. If it's a small sin or big sin, you're a sinner from the very beginning. I wouldn't say very beginning, but since the time when you have choices to do and making decisions and those sort of things when you grow older, and you make mistakes and that sort of thing. That's where you sin, obviously. So really, like, it doesn't make you think out of the box. It makes you like you need to idolize this person. You need to be this super perfect human being where you don't sin, like you do all good deeds, and that's you're gonna do. You're gonna go to heaven. I mean, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be 100% perfect and 100%, doing good deeds. Well, I do want to do those, but I want to make some mistakes. I want to learn. I want to do things. Are they ever gonna teach that in religion? Are they ever going to speak about that? About making mistakes, about learning and doing all these things, and having feelings and that sort of stuff. Are they all just gonna be that that kind of religion that refers to the prophet, and the prophet is like that. He's the best human being in the world, and you should be like that. Like, is that what do you think? Is that what people should think? Want to be like that? Like, they should be themselves, right?
Yeah, they absolutely be themselves. It's bullshit. There's no such thing as like being perfect anyway. Like, it's mental to say everyone is perfect, because we're human beings. Human beings deserve to be loved, treated well. Also, like, to sin, because if you make mistakes, you learn from the mistakes, not to make that mistake again. Or if you do make other mistakes, you sort of learn from it, and you can grow to become a better person from making mistakes. Like, that's what life is all about. Like, life's about growing from when you first are born to like when you pass away and die or whatever. Through your whole life, every day you're going to learn a different skill or a different experience, and you need to make mistakes and sin. You can't really be perfect. That would be, in my opinion, kind of boring.
Yeah, it is. It is boring because you need to make mistakes in your life to become a better person. And you're never going to have an extraordinary life if you surround yourself in a box and restrict yourselves to rules that's going to control your life, and you'll be scared from it. People are literally scared from being a sinner. Like in my religion, and if my friends and like people that I knew that are Muslim are afraid to make mistakes or be a sinner because they're afraid to get into heaven. That's all they think. That's all they think about. Like, the religion is not supposed to put fear in you. It's supposed to bring you happiness and unity and love and understanding within human beings. And if they can't do that, then I don't want to be religious. I don't. I just have my own views and want to be my own. And like Adam said, with not following religion and respecting other people with their religion and that sort of thing. That's where I've always been. There's no new thing. Adam hasn't fooled me. Adam hasn't like brainwashed me or anything. If people are watching this, he respects me for what I do and what I've done this and how I follow certain things. Adam vapes, he smokes, he drinks in front of me, man, and it's all cool. Like, I allow him to do that. Alright, I don't like allow him to like smoke in front of my face, which does affects me. But yeah, I'll allow him to be himself, whatever he wants to do, because that's him.
Yeah, the same. Like, I drink beer when Towsy is around, or spirits. Well, beer lately, but spirits sometimes. And Towsy will have like his Coke or water or whatever because he doesn't drink, and that's fine. You don't need to drink. And
Yeah.
I used to actually think people who didn't drink were kind of boring, but now that I know this guy, he's like the opposite of like those people who don't drink. He's like not boring at all. Maybe that was just something stupid I used to think, like growing up, or just a dumb attitude.
A lot of people do think that if you don't drink, it's like you're boring and you're not like, you're not chill or that sort of thing. Nah, you can be chill and totally cool if you don't drink. Like I don't drink or smoke or do any of those things. I do have sex though, and I don't want to get in that topic, but it's like I said, it's a natural thing. Sex, women, finding with specific women, that sort of thing, and just living your life and being happy with what you are and what you're doing, and being yourselves. It's so important. Is there anything else to say, or?
That's pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, guys. We'll end at that, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya.
Cheers.